Getting into free agency, we have a bunch of top guys that are free agents. I listed 3 at each position. Not every position. We're not doing linemen. We actually really didn't do most of defense because I was doing this at 3 in the morning. So we're gonna do quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and linebackers. I'm very stopped up today. If y'all can tell, we have I didn't do every position. I did really, I mean, these are the 4 main positions that have some really high tier free agents in it. I'm sure if I went through all the D tackles and I went through all the ends, cornerbacks, safeties, linemen, I could find some dogs. But this is what we're going to do today because if we did every position, we would be here for the next 2 hours. So I'm trying to think of a way we can do this to make it entertaining and instead of me just listing off where I think they're going to go. I'm going to let Nate go first so we
Trey
can see what he
Lance.
thinks about it. So, Nate, I'm going to name a player. I'm going to give you the
I
position.
heard
I'm going to name you
somebody
the
asked me
top
about
3.
where do I think Trey Lance is gonna end up. I was like, a bench.
Free agency.
That's all I told him.
So we're gonna start with quarterback. Is Trey Lance even a free agent?
I don't know.
I thought he got signed to like a year contract.
So we are going
That poor
to
guy
start.
never got a chance.
Well, he got a chance. He broke his ankle. That's his fault. We're gonna start with quarterbacks. We're gonna start off with Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
I hope he resigns. I really do. I think he's
Okay.
gonna resign. He's done so well this season, and then he got injured. Like he was literally leading the league in almost every stat except for mentions about his baseball career in the past, and Patrick Mahomes had that one.
Well, I might lead the league if I had Justin Jefferson as my quarterback too.
Huh?
I might lead the league in passing if Jettis is my quarterback too.
Your quarterback?
Yep. I'm running routes. I
gave you a second.
Yep, I'm running routes.
I gave you a second chance on that
Well,
one.
that's one of
No,
my
I think
teams I have him
I think
going
Kirk
to.
Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is gonna resign. I don't see them letting Nick Mullins take over the starting position
Lord have
and
mercy.
hold it. I don't see them letting Josh Dobbs take that starting position either. They gave him a small contract and like let him take over for a
Yeah.
few games, and then they realized that he threw like 5 picks in one game. They're like, "Yeah, no, I think Nick Mullins is better."
Yeah, it was absolutely a shit show on
Hey,
the
but Nick
Vikings
Mullins
towards the
did
end of
throw
the
out a
year.
little bit though. He threw out for like 400 yards a couple games.
Well,
That's
they
kind of
probably should have
crazy.
stuck with him because then the dude they went with was Dog Piss, and I can't
So
even remember his name. I think he sold one of my parlays. I can't remember.
Nick Mullins threw a lot of picks against the Lions when they played last. So
Yeah.
that I think that's when they switched him. But Kirk's gonna resign.
Kirko. So you just want that's like your one team you want to go with? You don't want to choose
You
like
can't go back to the Redskins because the Redskins don't exist. So
Well, they do exist, Nate. That was kind of insensitive, but
no, they don't.
The closest thing they have is the Chiefs.
And they're even still drawing the line for racism.
I have so the Vikings was one of my teams. I have 2 more teams. I'll try to do 2 to 3 teams for each person. So one thing you got to throw out there, Jettis said he is not signing a long-term contract until he sees where they are going with the quarterback position. He then also said he really hopes they bring back Kirk Cousins. He has talked before about how he really likes Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. I don't think Kirk is a bad quarterback. I think they need to get him a run game, which you can do in this free agency. I think they need to get him an O-line, which you can do in this free agency. I think they need to probably up the defense.
I don't know.
They have a really good wide receiver core. They have like 3 running backs, and I don't think any of them broke 1,000 yards. That being said, you can be good. You can be a good running back, but when you have free agents out there like Derrick Henry, what's his name from the Chargers, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon's probably going to become a free agent.
Take Joe Mixon over Austin Eckler.
Where's my other running backs? Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley. I would
Josh
probably
Jacobs
pursue
is in
one
free
of them.
agency?
Yes, Josh Jacobs is a free agent.
Oh shit, dude, that's crazy.
We will get to him. My other 2 teams I have for Kirko Bangs is I have the Broncos, who desperately need a quarterback. I don't know if they're in really a great position to draft a franchise quarterback. They probably need to bring someone in and draft a quarterback and let them sit behind that vet for a year. or the Raiders. The Raiders are not going to stick with O'Connell. I will bet my bankroll on it. It's not massive bankroll, but I will bet
I
it
would say
on it.
what bankroll?
Exactly. So Nate's going Vikings. I think that's a good bet. I got Vikings, Broncos, Raiders.
That's pretty safe to say because Kirk has done so well
Yeah.
with the Vikings offense that it's just so hard to say that he's not going to be a
And they're
Viking
at
next.
draft spot 11. You're not going to bring in a guy. That's a spot you could draft a quarterback, but you're going to sit him behind your starting quarterback. After what came out yesterday, it made it harder for my next quarterback on the list. The Steelers said they are going to let Kenny Pickett give it another shot, and they're not going to bring in a vet to either sit behind him or play in front of him. JJ McCarthy,
Didn't see
you are
that
a
one
Raider.
coming.
JJ McCarthy has a lot of options to go to. What does this
Nah,
mean for
can-
Stetson Bennett? Yeah. We should probably just crack open a cold one and start watching the NFL.
Hey, Stetson Bennett gonna keep on sitting behind fucking Matthew Stafford. That's what's about to fucking happen.
Behind someone else that's sitting behind Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Next,
yeah.
we have Ryan Tannehill. It was kind of hard
Needs
for me
to
to pick a
retire.
team. I mean,
He was drafted in the same class as Luke Kuechly, so yeah, he needs to leave.
Ryan Tannehill, there's not a lot of options. Like, what would you, what do you think one of your options would be for Ryan Tannehill? I had to dig deep for this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Giants.
Where are they drafting at?
The Giants probably. I would say them. I think they're actually pretty high, so I think they're gonna get a little. They're gonna be able to get a good rookie. But
They're
yeah,
number
I
6. They're gonna get a quarterback.
they're gonna
And
go
they're
for
a good
They're
quarterback.
gonna,
See, the thing about this is it doesn't matter where you're
Danny
drafting.
Dimes is not Danny Dimes anymore.
There are good guys that are dropping to the second round. You got Michael Penix probably dropping.
Danny is the comparative dime of a crack house dime bag. He is not good anymore. Overused. Very overvalued quarterback. He's not smart in the pocket.
Are we talking about Danny Dimes?
We are talking about Danny
Okay.
Dimes.
Cool.
He's not smart in the pocket. He's very close-minded when he's looking downfield. He's not looking for his players that are actively open. He's only trying to throw to like 2 people or hand that shit off to Saquon, which if I had
But-
Saquon on my team too, I'd hand that shit off to Saquon as well and let him run.
You're paying
But-
him $40 million. I mean, you can't bring in
Trade
another
him.
vet. You can't bring in another vet, pay him, and have a $40 million quarterback sit on the bench.
You're gonna have a rookie quarterback sit behind Danny Dimes?
They are really
Am I fucking
screwed
wrong?
right now.
Am I wrong?
Tyler said
Maybe
he
they'll luck out and Aaron Rodgers will be really nice and just come sit in the practice area sometimes with them since they share the areas.
Tyler said
He may be really nice.
he might be back he might be a backup no matter where he goes. I think this is probably Ryan Tannehill's best bet. The 2 teams I had him potentially going to is the Falcons need a quarterback. I think they're in a really good position to go get a vet and compete in the playoffs. Or I put the Bucks because who knows if Baker's going to sign there or not. I don't think Kirk is going to go to the Bucks because Mike is leaving. I think Falcons and Bucks are the only shots Ryan Tannehill has at being a starting quarterback. Speaking of Baker Mayfield, next on my list, I'll throw my 2 teams out there. I really don't think they're a lot. I mean, I guess you could probably add Falcons. I didn't add Falcons on here. I'm thinking definitely either coming back to Tampa Bay or going to the Vikings if Kirk Cousins doesn't re-sign there. I think the Vikings would be interested in Baker because you got Jettis. You throw it up to him. And what did Baker Mayfield do all year? He threw it up to Mike Evans. So, and you got you have Addison, the same kind of concept they were using Godwin as. You'll upgrade your running game, I'm assuming. I think that'd be a really good landing spot for Baker Mayfield. I don't know how that's going to land with Jettis on a long-term contract extension, but it'll be a very interesting situation. Addison is very cold.
I would like to see the combo between Baker and Jettis, but I mean,
yeah.
I would also like to see Baker in that black and silver. I think a Raiders choice would be pretty nice there, or hell, even Falcons too. They like the Falcons have so many options, it's ridiculous, and they have so
Yeah.
much stock to be able to get those options. It's ridiculous. So
I wonder what they're
they can get whatever they want. And so I feel like every quarterback that's up in question could end up either at the Raiders or Falcons. For
Yeah.
sure.
I wonder what
Like I said,
the Falcons
but
cap space is looking like. Let's look.
it can't be too much because most of their people I think are still on
25,000. 25 million. 25 million. 25 million. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Baker will take
It's a
20
little,
bucks so long.
decent cap space.
Baker will take 20 bucks a game if he just gets to play football.
Forgot one place to post the link. There we go. Who's he throwing to in Vegas would be a downgrade in weapons. Adams headed to New York. Jacoby Myers, LOL. Bucks need to re-sign Baker to a 3-year deal. 120 like Danny Doms. Yeah. What is up, Kaysen? It's about how long we've been streaming and Kaysen just got in here? That's crazy.
Jason just now got in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Baker has probably the most options out of all the quarterbacks. Him and Kirk Cousins probably a little right there. Next, running backs, really deep running back free agency. We're gonna start. I mean, we can start anywhere on this one. Derrick Henry.
Is Jonathan Taylor on this list?
No.
Or they gave him that contract?
Is Jonathan Taylor on this list?
Because I know he sat out at the beginning of the season trying to get a contract or to get traded.
I think they gave him a contract. Yeah.
What was the contract they gave him?
Is this?
Alicia might have got hit by the lining on the cooler door.
By the what?
You know that silver lining on the inside of the cooler door, like on the left side where it's like little indentions on the door. Yeah, one of those fell off and hit me the other night while I was making drinks, and so I'm gonna assume that fell over and hit Alicia.
Well,
Because I put it back up.
oh, is that what they're talking about in the group chat?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. 42
No.
3 years, 42 mil per our analyst Tyler Smith. So
Okay,
JT
good.
is locked up.
That's a running back that needs to get locked up. He's a good running back.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. I fucking hate him.
But we do have some dogs, and we do have some teams that need some dogs. We got Derrick Henry. Where do we think he's going?
Dallas.
I have that.
Dallas needs a fucking running back. They need something that is so secure, and I think they're going to be able to use the rest of their money in order to get it. Because I know they got to put up the pay. They got to pay their players this year. They got to pay somebody. And
Well,
so,
Jerry Jones did say.
And Derrick Henry. No, go ahead.
Jerry Jones did say they are going all in free agency. So this is going to be interesting. We fit his play style. I think Derrick Henry probably fits anyone's play style.
Derrick Henry does not. It doesn't matter. Hey, and they better put the over under on whether he's going to throw a touchdown or not every game.
That Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson play action like read would be disgusting. Yeah, I put him on the Panthers. Bro, I actually I might be super biased on this. I don't have anyone on any of my teams any of my free agents going to the Panthers. I can see someone like T. Higgins going to the. Why would you, bro? If you're going to the Panthers, you're actually just chasing a bag. You're not chasing anything else but a bag. You don't want a ring. You don't want greatness. You want to go there. You want to make a bag, and you want to retire because they are not doing anything for a long time.
Nah, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Bryce Young's the best.
I can't believe
he's the
traded
next
first
Kyler
and have
Murray.
the worst record. Bears better not fumble. I think Bears should get a bag for that pick. My Derrick Henry predictions. I have Dallas, Philly. I think Philly would be a good spot, and the Ravens. I do have the Ravens on there. I think he's definitely going to a contender.
Over Swift?
Swift is a free agent.
Swift will resign.
I would not resign Swift.
Swift had a great season.
to move back 2 spots. Yes. Next we have Josh Jacobs.
I mean, I would say anywhere that needs a running back right now, I would say potentially could be a good trade to get into there. However, I don't think Austin Eckler goes back to the Chargers. I think Josh Jacobs moves to the Chargers. They're going to start to shift around that offense a little bit because obviously nothing's fucking panning out for him. Do we know Keenan Allen? Is he staying at
Wait, you're saying Josh Jacobs is going to the Chargers?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd
Yeah,
be a good fit.
I have them on the
Offensively, that'd be a great.
I have them going to the Chargers too. Keenan Allen is staying. They probably will have. They're retaining Mike Williams. I think they're retaining most of their offensive guys. So I think Chargers is a good fit for Josh Jacobs.
There's my mom's appearance for the day.
There we go. I also for Josh Jacobs have the Ravens, and I have the Texans.
Ooh.
I think the Texans need a running back. I think that would, if the Texans got landed a big free agency running back, that would be massive for their team. I think what they lacked through the year was being able to get a run game going. You see what they did to the Browns when they actually got Singletary going, and Singletary is a terrible running back. So I think that's
Hey.
really interesting to watch.
Do you just not like him because he was previously a Bills?
No, he's actually just a bad running back, and he's sold me in fantasy football, and he's just bad.
Should have been smarter.
Let's see how many yards he had this year. Devin. And his name is Devin. Like, what are we doing? Singletary.
Who waits 9 months to name their kid Hunter?
I hate you. Yeah, Devin Singletary has never had 1,000-yard rushing year. So
You don't need to. Hall of Fame.
yeah.
Give it to him.
H-Town's theme team crazy, about to trade his 4 first-round picks for Jacobs and finish 3-11. So yeah, Josh Jacobs, I got Chargers, Ravens, Texans.
If you think the Texans at all, if you're listening to this, if you think the Texans are going to have a losing season next year or this next season,
no, he's talking about
fucking crazy.
He's talking about our dynasty.
Dynasty.
Yeah. Let's make sure we hit that thumb up. Everybody hit that thumbs up. We're gonna give you about 30 seconds. Hit the thumbs up, like, and share. We have Saquon. We have Saquon Barkley next. I think he has a lot of options. Bro has 7 Texans. That's insane. My options for Saquon. Number 1 option is seeming right now like the Chargers. The Chargers really like Saquon. I think he would fill that Eckler void. He's a better Austin Eckler. Let's be for real. He can catch. He can run. He can carry the team on his back.
Don't you dare compare Saquon to Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is so much shittier. He's actually Devin Singletary.
I have my next team for Saquon Barkley will come as a surprise to people. I have the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to let Joe Mixon walk. I think he's going to be a cap casualty. I think he will be on a new team this year. Or the Vikings. The Vikings really need a running back. I think Saquon, Jettis, Kirk O'Bangs, that could be a trio to be scared of in the NFL.
What's another good one? Another good one. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, if they're going all out in free agency, you said.
I think Vikings are going.
Do you think moving around just in the division itself could probably,
Yeah,
move
the
into
Jets
another team in the
probably
division?
have negative cap space.
No, don't worry about that. We're talking about Dallas.
Dallas? Oh,
if they're going all out, then they got to get some of the big names. Watch it. If Dallas acquired Saquon Barkley, I bet he tears his Achilles in the first 3 games.
Saquon is not signing a vet minimum for the Jets. There's no possible way. They have 11 mil regardless. Like, I wonder what the vet minimum is.
Maybe they'll give him like money down the road. They'll be like, we'll give you like $10 billion.
Tyler, he's not going to the Jets. He wants to win. What if the Jets won?
Tell Tyler to quit meat riding Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Ayahuasca. He's gonna tear his Achilles on the first game again.
Give him an Otani deal. You can't do that in the NFL. Pay him back 10 years. Nah, I don't think the Jets would get him because after this year, if you're not giving Brees Hall the ball, he's gonna walk. A Lions fan saying that's insane.
What? Saying what? What do you got a problem with? Where was your team at? Who's your team again?
He's a Ravens fan.
Oh, you're a Ravens fan. Okay. Okay. Kill yourself.
Chill. AFC
Ravens fucking
Championship. Hey, we're not flexing losing in the AFC Championship. I just gotta throw that
I
out
could flex the same thing.
there. Y'all lost in the divisional round.
To the 7th seed.
Oh. Next, we have wide receivers losing to the Super Bowl champ. Dang. We're not flexing losing in playoffs. There's just no shot. Y'all's teams are technically on the same level as mine. Y'all did
Hey,
nothing.
I'm just happy that we made it to where we did.
Yeah, I am too.
That's a
We both
Lions
made it
fan
to the same
mentality.
spot.
We went back home with the fucking Cancun.
Losing to the GOAT, right? Better than missing playoffs. We beat y'all 37-3. Yeah, bro, but just wait. We took y'all's defensive coordinator. So now we'll beat y'all 38-37. He said we beat the shit out of Detroit, by the way. Oh.
We'll see if you do that next year. You lost in the same round as us.
38-6. Y'all were frying people like that and couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes. That's actually crazy.
That's crazy.
That's actually nuts.
Hmm.
Little crazy fact. Patrick Mahomes beat 4 of the top 5 defenses in playoffs.
Hey, hold on. I'm raising my hand. Hey, Ravens fans, who beat the Chiefs? That's right, the Lions at the beginning of the season, dog. Eat my ass.
He is right about that, technically.
We beat the Chiefs. Put us in the playoffs against them, they're done.
I think that might have been
Where's
more
your comment on that one, huh? You had to bring out the monster.
Y'all
You had
about
to bring
to
out
pull a
Kirby
Philly
Adventures, baby.
participation trophy. Yay! Boots? Boots walked by again. Oh, Tyler said that was half a year ago. We're flexing it. All right, we have wide receivers. Mike Evans, our number 1 free agent wide receiver. I think there are a lot of options for Big Mike.
Chiefs.
I do got him on the Chiefs list. I got him on the Chiefs. Also,
If the Chiefs do not sign a wide receiver, they're not winning another Super Bowl. No three-peat for him.
I think the Chiefs are a good landing spot if he wants to chase a ring. Also, I think the most realistic landing spots, unless the Chiefs do some crazy cap clear, the Dallas Cowboys or the Houston Texans. You go play for the Houston Texans, you're playing an hour away from where you grew up. You go play for the Cowboys, you're playing for America's team that I've never seen win a Super Bowl, so is it even real? And you get to play in the state you grew up.
47 years old. You've seen him win a Super Bowl.
Nah. No, I haven't. So yeah, we got Big Mike landing in Houston, Dallas, or KC. Pittman, you are a Chief. Pittman's on this list.
Mike
too.
Evans might as well just go to the
teams.
UFL if he wants to win stuff.
We have Michael Pittman next on the free agency landing spot list. Ooh. I had to dig deep for this one. I really only got one team. I think he either re-signs with Indy because they finally have a decent quarterback if he can stay healthy. We'll see about that. Or the Bills. I forgot halfway through this list. I would probably release Stephon Diggs. Let's see Stephon Diggs cap hit this year. Let's see. Bills salary cap.
Let's just let Stephon go play with his brother on Dallas. Let him retire the year after so we can just see Stephon Diggs never come back to the league.
Calvin Ridley next on our list. Free agent.
He's still in the league?
Yeah. Probably not going back to the Jags. They got about 11 mil in cap space. So, I got Pats and Bears. I'd probably go to the Bears. The Patriots are going to be
Send him
bad
to
for
the
a while.
UFL. The Arlington Raiders need you.
We got our net. We had 4 wide receivers on this one, and we were kind of treating this wide receiver the same way we're treating Calvin Ridley. T. Higgins. T. Higgins looks like a bag chaser. I don't think he's going to go anywhere and be a wide receiver one. Someone's going to pay him like a wide receiver one, kind of like the Patriots paid. What's his name? Juju. So I got T. Higgins pairing up with Juju on the Patriots or going to the Bears. I don't know if he'll get as big of a bag from the Bears, but if you get T. Higgins and you get DJ Moore and you get Marvin Harris Jr. and you draft an O lineman and Justin Fields is still dog shit, he probably needs to be out of the NFL. So that's my thought on Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is not a bad quarterback.
Oh, yes, he is.
He's not bad.
He's terrible.
Name one time they've had a good O-line.
Name one. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl without no line. Patrick Mahomes has won a Super Bowl without no line.
What did Russell Wilson have? Hall of Fame running back.
Lamar's won 2 MVPs without no line.
He's a running back.
So is Justin Fields. We just went through wide receivers. We're going to go through linebackers real quick. Linebackers, we have some dogs. We got Patrick Queen, the probably biggest free agent linebacker right now. This is going to be interesting. He's definitely 100% going to be a Seattle Seahawk next year. I know that just makes Tyler absolutely sick to his stomach.
That dude better be a Lion.
Bobby Wagner, I think he either goes to Dallas or returns to Seattle or retires. No,
Nah, he needs to fucking retire.
I mean,
Piece
you're
of
probably
shit.
right. If we get Patrick Queen, he probably should just retire.
Nah.
Aziz Al-Shaair, one of the better linebackers on the year. I got him going to the Texans, the Titans, or the Buccaneers.